didn't think my dad would waste your expertise on muck spreading.
You've not told him, have you?
Would I do a thing like that?
I've been spotting up all week.
Must take years.
Thanks a bunch.
I'd count yourself lucky. At least you don't have to discuss environmental health with fossilized farmers.
Ah, so that's what the file's for.
Project's due in 2 weeks. I haven't written a word.
What's it about?
Chlamydia psittaci.
Sounds absolutely riveting.
It is, actually. Just got to pry some information out of these aging chauvinist farmers and convince them that they'll benefit from our work in the end.
People around here just don't know what's good for them, do they? I mean, you'd think they'd appreciate such a pretty little vet.
Nick, a word of advice. Stick to gardening. You haven't quite got the hang of flattery yet.
Spontaneous abortion. With a bit of trouble off at years. I should shut my Nell up inside when she was expecting. Still, only nature's way of sorting out weaklings, isn't it?
I couldn't agree with you there,
Death's a very natural thing, love. So don't worry your pretty head about a few dead lambs.
So, there's nothing you can tell me?
Sorry, love.
Right. Thanks very much.
Ta-ra.
For nothing.
No. Come in.
Hi. Sorry to disturb you like this. I'm Zoe Tate. We've just moved into Home Farm.
Oh, I'm Joe Sugden. This is my mother. What can we do for you?
Well, I was wondering if you could give me some help. I'm a veterinary student, you see, and I'm doing a research project on chlamydia psittaci. It's a sheep disease that can affect pregnant women.
Yes, we know what it is.
Right, well, I'd really appreciate a few moments of your time.
I'll be in the parlour if you need me, Joe.
Right.
Oh, if it's inconvenient.
It is at the moment. A bit of bad time. Besides, I don't see how we can really help you.
Would you mind if I took some blood samples from your breeding ewes?
Look, love, as I said, I'm up to the neck in it. Some other time, maybe.
Well, is there anyone else I can talk to?
My brother Jack, but he's at market.
I'm especially interested in talking to women who work with sheep.
Well, there's my wife, Kate, and Kathy.
Is that Kathy Merrick? I've heard her name mentioned before. Does she work here?
Yeah.
Where could I find her?
I don't think she'd be too keen to talk to you at the moment.
Why?
Well, last year she lost her baby because of it. So I don't think she'd take too kindly to you asking a load of questions, do you?
Well, she might like the chance to contribute something positive.
Now, look, she's had a hard time of late. The last thing she wants now is someone like you upsetting her, all right? Now, I'm going back to my work.
You might give her the chance to decide for herself.
Look, I don't want you upsetting her, all right? It's as simple as that.
Fine. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Hey, slow down!
Bloody farmers. They just don't want to be helped.
You haven't seen the gardener, Nick?
No.
You said he was a good vet, remember?
I was wrong. They all treated me like I had two heads or something. Obstructive, abusive, sexist. And that Joe Sugden was worse. He knew of a case, Kathy Merrick, but actually forbade me to speak to her. I mean, who does he think he is?
I borrowed his horsebox day we moved in. He was pretty terse then.
Oh, to be honest, I'm beginning to wonder if there's any point. I feel so frustrated.
You mustn't let them beat you, Zoe.
Kim's right. Keep going back there till they see some sense. You're a woman. You're young. You don't expect them to make it easy for you. You want their respect, you have to earn it.
That's easy to say, Dad.
We all had to do it one time or another. Why don't you go and see this Kathy off your own bat?
Oh, maybe. Anyway, I better be off. Can't keep Chris waiting, can we?
Bye. Have a nice time.
Her husband was killed, you know.
Killed? When?
A few months ago. Shooting accident, so they tell me.
Oh, poor Kathy. Maybe that's why Joe Sugden was so rude this afternoon.
I wouldn't bet on it. They're a funny lot, those Sugdens.
Well, I was hoping to get the chance to talk to her. She could really help my project.
Well, I'll introduce you if you like.
You haven't got ideas in that direction, have you?
None of your business, Ziggy.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks a lot. Next time I need an introduction, I'll know who to ask.